Imagine uncovering a treasure trove that rewrites history, revealing the life of an extraordinary teenager from 4,000 years ago. This is exactly what happened when archaeologists unearthed a lavish tomb in northeastern Iran, brimming with gold jewelry and enigmatic seals. But here's where it gets intriguing. This wasn't just any burial. It belonged to a young girl whose possessions suggest she held significant influence despite her age. At Tepe Shalo, the site nestled in northeastern Iran, researchers have meticulously documented a stunning Bronze Age tomb, designated as Grave 12. Dating back to the early 2nd millennium BCE, this grave stands out as the most opulent discovered at the location, containing a remarkable collection of 34 distinct artifacts. The excavation was spearheaded by Ali A. Vedati from the Iranian Ministry of Cultural Heritage, Tourism, and Handicrafts in Bojnord, alongside a team of Iranian and European scholars. Their collaborative efforts are reshaping our understanding of Bronze Age Iran. So what treasures did this ancient resting place hold? Among the items were exquisite gold rings and earrings, 2 ivory pins, various bronze decorations, and a series of intricately crafted stone pieces. Additionally, finely made pottery, characteristic of the region's Bronze Age aesthetic, was found. One particularly fascinating artifact was a chlorite cosmetic container adorned with snakes and scorpions carved in low relief, a motif common across eastern Iran. Nearby, a small seal depicted 2 feet encircled by a circle and semicircle within a circular frame. The body of the teenager was positioned on its right side in a crouched posture, hands close to the face, facing southeast. Pottery vessels were strategically placed behind the back, above the head, and below the feet, forming a deliberate pattern repeated throughout the cemetery. Seals played a crucial role in the Bronze Age, serving as symbols of ownership and participation in trade networks. According to Vahadi, a stamped seal, essentially a small engraved object pressed into wet clay, functioned much like a signature, representing a person, office, or institution. In societies of that era, seals were often used to mark containers, storerooms, and shipments. The presence of multiple seals in one grave implies more than mere familial wealth. It suggests involvement in managing goods, property oversight, or access to administrative areas. Tepe Shalo is situated within the Bactria-Margiana archaeological complex, BMAC, a vast cultural sphere extending from Turkmenistan's Morghab Delta into northeastern Iran. An Iranian-Italian expedition first recorded the cemetery and its BMAC, or Greater Khorasan civilization, materials following the 2011 season. This civilization emerged towards the end of the 3rd millennium BCE, spreading across oases and valleys reaching northern Afghanistan and Uzbekistan. Unlike vertical expansion, their settlements expanded horizontally along water sources. Trade routes facilitated the movement of coveted stones and metals through these regions. Mesopotamian records and archaeological discoveries document imports such as lapis lazuli from Afghanistan and chlorite vessels from eastern Iran during the 3rd and 2nd millennia BCE. These findings position the Iranian plateau as a pivotal crossroads. Centuries later, segments of these east-west pathways evolved into what historians term the Silk Roads, extensive networks connecting Central Asia, Inner Asia, and South Asia. Despite dying before reaching adulthood, the individual in Grave 12 was interred with items indicative of elite status. This juxtaposition prompts questions about how social standing transferred within families, households, and communities. Clustering patterns observed in Shalo's graves indicate family plots, with specific locations and objects reserved for certain members. In several instances, large vessels at the feet contained unique items like seals and metal containers, emphasizing distinctions within the community. Gold, carved stone, and elaborate pins served not only as dazzling adornments, but also as indicators of access to materials and artisans linked to regional exchange. This reveals that even smaller settlements could command resources beyond their immediate surroundings. The imagery on the chlorite container and the seal featuring human feet might encode identity or office. Though interpretations remain debated, Due to the absence of texts, consistent placement and motif choices reflect clear social signals of the time. Radiocarbon dating from a nearby grave at Challow, ranging from 2310 to 2130 BCE, aligns with the proposed time frame for grave 12, anchoring the cemetery firmly in the early 2nd millennium BCE. Future research will delve deeper into the grave seals themselves. Metal studies can trace alloy recipes and workshop practices, while ceramic and stone analyses can connect raw materials to their source regions. Isotopic sampling of human and animal remains, when feasible, can examine diet and mobility. Combined with seal typologies and pottery comparisons, this evidence can refine our understanding of who transported goods, stored them, and authorized their flow. Tete Challow Cemetery, with its meticulous arrangements and abundant clusters, now offers one of the clearest insights into northeastern Iran's Bronze Age. This window is sharp enough to reveal a young person entwined with power, wealth, and the practical tools of exchange. And this is the part most people overlook. The profound implications of such a discovery extend far beyond the artifacts themselves. What does it say about societal structures then? And how might we reinterpret historical narratives based on new evidence? The study is published in Iran, inviting further discussion and debate. So, dear reader, do you agree with these interpretations, or do you see another angle worth exploring? Share your thoughts in the comments below.